guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So today's reading is your love and romance reading, and this is for the month of February 2015. So as usual, I'll use two different decks of cards. The first one will be my general tarot cards from the Rider-Waite pack, and the second one will be your Romance Angels oracle cards, which will just serve as advice or guidance from the angels concerning your love life in February. The general tarot cards will serve as a message or some kind of guidance on what potentially could happen for some of you guys in your love and romantic life in February. So here we go. So the reading is for Scorpio. So Scorpio, what came up in your love and romance reading? So the card that came up for you guys is the Wheel of Fortune. So for those of you guys who are attached and in a relationship, and the relationship has kind of just been going along as usual and there's not really been any sort of shifts in pattern or shifts in direction, when we get the Wheel of Fortune card, it's really a signal that potentially for some of you guys it will be a good time in February maybe to look to do a joint venture together. Things like maybe moving house, moving into a property together, potentially even having children. Really, this card talks about maybe a potential shift of pattern, shift of direction coming in to your into your relationship. So this is a really good thing. It's not a negative thing at all. There's nothing about the wheel. Well, the Wheel of Fortune can move in two ways, but usually it's a very, very positive card. So for you guys who are attached and in a partnership, and you've perhaps been in a partnership for a while, long-term partnership, and there's not really been any differences in that partnership, this card can herald slight differences coming into your relationship, usually for the good. And the universe does say that if it's meant to be, then it will be a very, very blessed direction that your relationship takes. For those of you guys who are single, the Wheel of Fortune is a really good card to come into your realm, because this simply means that potentially a new love could be coming into your life. However, you're going to need to make the effort, guys. You're going to need to actually put yourself out there, because love isn't going to come knocking at your door. So you need to kind of put yourself out there and into social situations where you could potentially meet a partner. So for February, potentially somebody could be coming in, but really it's down to you to make that happen, and you really need to put yourself out there in order to have that materialise in your life. Now, if a love situation does happen upon you in the month of February, then this card is saying that if you make the effort with that, you could find potentially that it's a very long-lasting relationship. So that's your love readings, guys, for the month of February 2015. And to finish off, I'm going to show you the cards that I was directed to take by the angels from the Romance Angels Oracle deck, just to give you a bit of advice on your love life in February. And the card that came up for you guys is Flirt. Beautiful card, and it says, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So the angels are really saying, guys, that during the month of February, or I suppose even going on from now, it's a good time to flirt. So if you're out and about in February and you happen upon someone that you take an interest in, don't be afraid to smile or show some eye contact. This is all a card about connectivity. So it's about connecting with people, whether it's a platonic relationship or whether it's a romantic relationship. When we smile, when we flirt, when we give the correct signals and the correct body language out, then we really are just inviting people to come and speak with us and to come and connect with us. So really, the angels are saying, don't be afraid to show your playful and more light-hearted side. Just sort of let down those barriers and be a little bit more loose with who you are. For you guys who are actually attached, if you've been, as I've said, in a long-term relationship, it might have been just sort of going along at a steady pace. It's also a good time in February to flirt with your partner. So perhaps, obviously, St. Valentine's night, February the 14th, it's good to show your playful side off, because that can also revive your relationship. So if you have found that your relationship's been going through a little bit of a stale patch, this is a really good time to kind of revive that. And one good way that you can revive that is simply by being a little bit more playful and a little bit more open with your partner. So guys, I'd like to say thank you very, very much for joining me on this reading. I will be back with your February 2015 general monthly reading, and I'll see you on that.